Previously on Blue Healers.
It's exactly the same feeling I used to have with my uncle. It's just that feeling of helplessness.
Do you think the stick was inserted before or after she died?
It's not a stick this time, it's a crucifix.
Survivors of sexual abuse can be like a beacon to each other, a code only they recognise.
I have dinner with someone and all of a sudden you think I'm going to spill my guts about the case?
Have you even checked where he was on the nights of the murders?
Yes, I have. He's not alibied.
Exactly.
Body's been laid out.
Cross?
All except one thing.
It's a male.
Will you give me one shred of evidence against Bill
Priest,
Lapscott?
religion, sex, crucifix at every crime scene.
That dinner that we were supposed to have, I can't do that.
You don't trust me?
Mount Thomas 202.
202 receiving. Is everything okay?
Behind clinic. Need assistance. Attempted murder.
What is it? Who's hurt?
The victim was Nari Douglas.
Nari.
All units to the crime scene immediately.
Travelling 470.
So where's Bill?
Was her body positioned like the others?
She wasn't a body when I found her.
Did you notice anything particular about her before you moved her?
Not really. The crucifix on the ground beside her, other than that. Her blood was still pumping. When I got to the alley, she was down. Just gurgling. I thought I saw a male.
Did you get a look at him?
I stayed with her. Thought I might have been able to save her. Blood. Just kept coming.
The killer be sprayed with blood to be covered in it.
I just want to get under a shower. Just wash all this off.
Yeah, look, the first thing is to get someone to take you to the hospital. You can have a shower as soon as you get your bloods done.
Yeah, I know the drill.
Hey! Found it in the bushes under there. It's a brick. With blood on it.
She's here with that.
Looks like it.
Inside of the knife.
Not yet. There's nothing here either.
Keep looking.
Page. Reckon that's a match?
Lapscott's backyard.
I hope you haven't been waiting long. I was in the shower.
We'd like to come in if you don't mind.
Something happened. I'll just put some clothes
No,
on.
I prefer to stay here, thanks.
What's going on?
There's been another murder. Bill, it's Nari Douglas.
Nari.
You didn't hear anything in the last 15 minutes?
I was taking a shower.
You take a shower at your office this time of night, do you?
If I've been writing and I'm tired, I do, yes. Why would I have heard anything?
Well, it was nearby.
In the back alley.
Would she have been coming to see you?
This time of night, no.
You weren't expecting it?
No.
I'd like to see your bathroom, please.
You won't find anything in here because there's nothing to find. You don't seriously think I did this?
I'd like to search the rest of this building, including your backyard. Do you have any objection?
Would it make a difference if I did?
We believe that one of the weapons used in the attack came from your backyard.
My yard.
We can get a warrant.
If I okay the search, will you do something for me?
It's not up for negotiation.
Is she still out there?
Yeah.
Do you think I could see her?
Why would you want to do that?
I'd just like to see her. Please?
You can't touch her.
Sorry. She was so unhappy. She'd been unhappy most of her life.
He was shattered when he found out about Nari. Why would he have killed her?
He said she had a terrible life. Maybe he was releasing her.
By bashing her with a brick and stabbing her?
The brick came from his backyard.
Anyone could have grabbed that.
Every victim has got a direct link with Lapscott. Okay, he's got no alibis, and straight after this murder, you find him in the shower in the middle of the night? I'm bringing him in.
Yeah, like I said, I often take a shower at that time of night.
You got any witnesses to verify that?
No.
Well, that's not much good to you then, is it?
So you're in your office writing up your case notes.
That's correct.
Can we see them?
They're confidential.
A bit like confession, eh?
These are vulnerable people who have put their trust in me.
Vulnerable people are being murdered.
Detective, if you were seeing someone, would you like your case notes splashed around?
Well, there aren't any case notes on me.
Really?
If you don't surrender them, we can apply for a warrant.
Then get one. Didn't think you could be seen in my company.
Just making sure you don't nick any stationery on the way out.
Thought I was a serial killer.
Still need stationery. Hey. Why did you ask to see her?
I don't know.
Were you close?
She was in my group every Thursday for the last 6 months, yeah. You could say we were close.
I'm sorry.
That's okay. It was a reasonable question. I'm impressed with how fast you got to the scene. You were already there, though, weren't you? Staking me out.
We're just covering all bases. Look, I'm a detective. I deal in facts, not speculation.
Fair enough.
Bill, I don't think you're a liar.
I'm exhausted. I'm gonna go home and get some sleep, okay?
Night.
Baby. You sleep on your feet.
I'm just resting my eyes.
Yes, that is exactly what I tell Penny when I'm nodding off in front of the telly. There's no shame in it, you know. You've been up all night.
Yeah, so's everyone.
Yeah, but caffeine, it's the last thing you should be having, you know. Believe me. What you need is a power nap.
I'm fine, thanks, Mark. What do you got?
Chocolate. Freya, my daughter, it's a pony club that was raising money for one thing or other.
Oh.
Thank you.
Chocolate. That's caffeine too, isn't it?
Oh, that's different caffeine. That's chocolate caffeine. That's good for the soul.
Body's piling up outside and you're flogging chocolates. How much?
$2, boss. Yeah, thought it might keep us all going.
Didn't do as much good last night. This latest victim turned up practically under our noses.
Pretty much.
Where's he going to leave the next body? Somewhere here in this station?
Oh, boss, we're doing everything we can.
Which clearly isn't enough. Have we got anything?
We're still waiting to hear back from forensics.
In the meantime, this bloke goes on killing.
I've got autopsy results. Janelle Watts, double bruising either side of the wound. Marinda May, Leon Barclay, same thing. Now, we come to Nari Douglas from last night.
Only single bruising.
Yeah, now the blade penetrated fully, the hilt colliding with the flesh, causing external bruising. The blade was quite short, single-edged and serrated.
Different weapon.
Different MO.
A second killer?
A copycat.
So what you're saying is we've now got 2 killers to worry about instead of 1?
Well, if the second killer is a copycat, how do you know about the crucifix?
Well, they've been known to work in pairs, dominant partner, submissive partner.
And the submissive partner suddenly decides to get active.
Or someone close to the killer knows what he's been up to, decides to join in.
For his share of the limelight.
Well, someone wanted to kill Nari Douglas and let the serial killer take the blame. One thing we do know, Our copycat isn't as relaxed about it as the guy who did the first 3. A blitz attack from behind renders her unconscious, then kills from behind as well.
Doesn't want to look her in the face.
Or be recognised.
If you're going to kill someone, why would you bother about being recognised or not?
In case you can't go through with it, or someone disturbs you, like I did.
Where are you going with this?
Just pointing out the killer is most likely someone Nairi knew. Like Lapscott. Not exactly a party chick, was she?
You're all heart, Garth.
I can be. Given the chance.
Let's just stick to the matter at hand, shall we?
Okay, we're up to personal papers, address books, photos.
Yep, I have done this before.
Good. You stay down here, I'll take upstairs.
Eating chocolate on duty. Don't let the Sarge catch you.
Kelly actually got that chocolate from me, Peroni, so if there's anything you'd like to say about it...
Yeah, do I get one?
You certainly do.
Yeah.
Here you go.
Thanks, Sarge.
That'd be $2.
I haven't got any cash on me.
Your penury is perennial.
What?
You never got any money. Come on, give it back.
Just say that.
Here you go.
Oh. Thanks, Kel.
It's all right. That's 1 bar of chocolate, which is $2 plus interest of $2 a day.
What?
Well, this might stop you borrowing money from people all the time.
Oh, come on.
No, take it or leave it, mate.
Well, I've opened it now, haven't I?
Here you go. Well done.
God, you've had fun.
Obsessively neat. Books arranged by author alphabetically. No rubbish, no scraps of paper, nothing. You?
Same, just spreadsheets with budgets. Not that she had much money to play around with. There's no photos anywhere. In fact, no evidence of family or friends at all.
What a way to live.
Probably making up for the lack of control she had as a kid.
You can relate to that, huh?
You done here?
Yeah, almost. Oh. It's Nairi's. Contains a half-finished letter to one Bill Lapscott. A love letter.
Dear Bill, that night at your place, I've never been held like that, never felt so comforted and safe. We'll always treasure it.
Sounds like her feelings were being returned.
No, we weren't lovers.
I've never been held like that. Doesn't sound like your standard therapist-patient relationship, does it?
She came to the clinic late one night, distressed. I let her in. She was inconsolable, suicidal. I held her while she cried, and then I let her sleep on the couch.
It's very noble of you.
Nairi Douglas was a member of the sexual abuse group. As you know, Detective, I'd been helping her. She developed a crush. We call this transference. It was not reciprocated.
Well, why didn't you just refer her on to another therapist?
Because the closest one was in Avonlea. It would have meant her dropping out of therapy altogether.
Do you have any proof of this? Case notes?
Get a warrant.
Did you mention it to anyone?
I don't gossip about my patients.
Did she send you other letters?
That's none of your business.
She's dead. Makes it absolutely my business. You don't have much of a life, do you? You're not married. No relationships. Except with your patients. You should have stayed at the seminary, huh?
Why does my seminary background worry you so much, Detective? Do you feel having sex is compulsory?
I feel
You were having sex with Nairi Douglas.
Nairi Douglas had had too much sex, too young, as a child, and as a result had not been able to have it since. And you accuse me of compounding that?
You made damn sure Nairi Douglas couldn't say otherwise.
Think about your own sex life, detective. Then get yourself into therapy before it gets you into trouble.
You'll kill it! Get off him! You'll kill that! Say it! Now! Say it! Get off him!
He's playing with us, PJ. He's playing with us. Look at him.
You want to tell me what brought that on?
I let him get to me. I shouldn't have.
Garth, his job is to get inside people's heads like ours is supposed to be.
Look, he won that round. Let's just leave it at that, eh?
We're all under pressure, mate.
Just leave it, okay? Hate all that hippie, touchy-feely shit.
Please stop! Someone's taken my baby!
All right, keep calm.
Can you tell us what happened? Oh, I was letting Leah put the money in the meter. We can't have had her backs to the car for more than a minute. Well, she had trouble putting the coins in.
Okay, then what?
And Greta was gone in the middle of the street in broad daylight.
How'd you go?
Nothing, you?
So, bloody hell, how do you just disappear with a baby? I mean, it must have been crying. Surely someone would have noticed.
God.
Is there anyone that we can contact? Your husband?
Oh, no, please don't. Please just... Look, he'll blame me. Please, just
This is not your fault. This could have happened to anyone.
try saying that to Doug. I mean, he blames me for everything. The break up of our marriage. He's the one having a bit on the side.
All right, well, let me talk to him, okay?
You're a secret softie, aren't you?
What makes you say that?
I don't know.
Hey, the woman just lost her baby. Who wouldn't feel for her?
Chat Jonesy, you turning into a snag.
Rubbish, I was just doing my job.
In a snaggy kind of way.
I'm not a snag, okay? Hey! Hi, mate. Just want to talk to you. What, are you deaf or something?
You got a problem with that?
Oh, I'm sorry, mate. It was just a figure of speech.
That's all right. All I expect from an arsehole like you.
Hey, I said I was sorry. Listen, I just want to talk to you.
You want to talk? You start.
Your daughter, Greta. She's missing. She was taken from your wife's car. You got something to say now?
Yeah, that stupid car should have been taking more care.
That was a waste of time. At least he could have told us up front he didn't know where his kid was.
He might have cooperated sooner if you hadn't been quite so aggressive.
Me aggressive? What about him?
You can't blame him. Imagine how much concentration and energy it must take to live in a world that doesn't speak your language.
Don't give me that. All he wanted to do was slag off his wife. He didn't even seem to care that his baby had been taken.
Jonesy, it's a pretty aggro separation, but kidnapping your own kid?
Come on.
Knock, knock.
Pete, sorry. I was miles away.
Hey, stuff between Bill and Garth. What's that about?
No idea.
You and Garth were in a relationship, weren't you?
It only lasted a couple of months. An extended fling would be more accurate terminology.
So what happened?
Let's just say I made the mistake of overestimating him.
Ever talk about his family?
Hardly ever. That was probably the attraction.
The whole time you were together, he never talked about his family.
His parents divorced when he was 14, something like that. Where are you headed with this?
I'll let you know when I get there, thanks. Kel, got a minute?
Leave me alone. Well, tell us what you've done with your baby and you can go home. You do understand.
No dining, no talk.
I only want to ask you a couple of questions. I can write them down if you like.
Can we?
Doug, this is serious. Your daughter is missing. You could be charged with hindering police.
I want an interpreter.
No, just hang on 2 seconds, mate. Alex. Yeah? You got a sec?
I saw my wife's car and the baby was in the back all alone. And the windows were all locked. And my wife was nowhere around.
So he just took the kid?
It's my baby. My wife's stupid.
Well, was he going to tell his wife this?
Yeah, eventually. But I wanted my wife to realise how stupid she'd been. But then in walked...
He just called me a dickhead, didn't he?
Yeah, but look, he meant it in the nicest possible way, Jonesy.
Well, just tell your mate that he should have told us where the baby was. We could charge him.
I was worried about the baby. My wife's the one you should charge.
That was about me again, wasn't it?
Oh, he's getting paranoid in your old age.
Ask him where the baby is now.
Somewhere safe. Well, at least we know the little girl's okay.
Yeah, but we've only got his word for that.
Helen is the one that could have hurt this baby. I mean, she left it in the car with the windows up. Something she just forgot to mention.
So there's room for negotiation here. Have you got Helena's number?
It's on my desk.
All right, well, I might go fire up the peace pipe.
So where do you learn to sign like that?
Oh, his sister's deaf. He could sign before he could talk.
No kidding.
Why? Why did you lie to me?
I didn't lie to you.
You just forgot to mention anything about what happened between you and Nairi?
Come in, please. Nairi's crush on me was something I held in professional confidence for her.
Look, whichever way you want to look at it, your behaviour was unprofessional at best.
She stayed the night once. On the couch. I didn't want to let her out of my sight in case she harmed herself. You're right, it wasn't very professional.
Well, you encouraged her by giving her special treatment.
The truth is, Amy, something could have happened. It didn't, but it could have.
And I'm just supposed to take your word for that, am I?
I didn't think detectives took anyone's word on anything.
Not professionally.
Is this a professional conversation?
I don't think that you're a killer.
Good.
But I also don't think that you're a very good person for me to talk to about my history.
Well, I'm sorry to hear that. But of course, I respect your decision.
Well, tell me why I should trust you.
Don't trust me. Trust your instinct.
This what you wanted?
Thanks, Cal.
Find what you're looking for?
Yes. No.
I didn't think there'd ever be anyone for me, you know? What happened made me not want to get close to anyone, well, close like that, ever again.
It's understandable.
Yeah, so I worked a case with Garth and, well, it was nothing dramatic. It wasn't love at first sight or anything. We just got on really well.
So it wasn't difficult to enter into a relationship with him?
No. Surprisingly, I felt really comfortable around him. It was like I met a kindred spirit.
Well, if you can find someone like that, you're very lucky.
Yeah. Well, I wasn't lucky.
Why?
Well, I told him about my abuse and he ended the relationship. He he couldn't touch me anymore. He just made me feel dirty and worthless all over again.
Now here he is in Mount Thomas.
I could handle it if he'd just be professional, but he's acting like he's a jilted lover.
He might be feeling threatened.
Well, if anyone should feel threatened, it's me.
You're assuming you're the only one with the background.
Garth.
He clearly has his own issues about sex.
And you think that's why he broke up with me?
I don't know. What do you think?
Hey, we need to talk.
What the hell are you doing here?
Listen, Amy,
Get your hands off
Amy.
me.
We need to add Garth Henderson to our suspect list.
Senior Detective Garth Henderson. I hope you've got good reason.
The murders started after he arrived here. Now, that may be a coincidence, but he fits the profile. I've just discovered that he was sexually abused as a child. His parents divorced when he was 14. His father had been raping him since he was 10.
I just couldn't deal with it then.
Because you've been abused too.
Who told you that?
Say it isn't true.
Amy,
Even now, you can't say it.
I had problems. All right?
You were the one person that could have understood me, and you just drove me away.
Amy, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Take your hands off her. You're right. You're right. You want to go?
All right. Hey,
Get in the car.
Garth Henderson, I'm interviewing you in relation to the murders of Janelle Watts,
What?
Miranda May and Leon
I don't have
Barclay.
time for this.
Sit
crap.
down.
Mate, you're way out of line. I'll have your ass for this.
You were sexually abused as a child.
It didn't come from me.
We've got your father's prison records.
You have no right.
We're looking for a victim who's killing other victims. You fit the profile. Now sit down. Let's start with Janelle Watts. She was killed the day you arrived in town.
We were having a drink together. Remember?
Not the whole night. You could have gone over to Govert's Leap and killed her.
Then dump her body 6 kilometres away, clean myself up, walk back into town and meet you and Amy at the pub.
Could have happened.
It didn't.
Miranda May.
I was in Melbourne, Janelle's autopsy. I was nowhere near that murder.
Nairi Douglas, you're right there on the spot.
The copycat?
Or somebody was trying to make it look like
This is a
copycat.
joke.
Well, I'm not laughing.
Mate, if you've got anything serious, charge me. Otherwise, I'm getting on with my investigation.
I'm going to ring his boss, have him dragged in this investigation.
Peter, just think about this for a sec, you know? A detective from the sticks telling a homicide inspector how to run his investigation.
Well, you don't like my chances.
I'd like them a lot better if you had some actual evidence.
He had blood all over his clothes last night.
Yeah, but not the first 3 times. And what's he supposed to be doing with these clothes anyway?
I don't know. Burning them, chucking them away?
Well, he's been alternating the same 2 boring shirts ever since he got here. PJ, he's not the killer.
And that's your objective opinion.
Being an abuse victim doesn't necessarily make you a monster. Most survive, function.
We can't exclude him.
But we shouldn't be excluding anyone. It's going to be dark in an hour and the killer's still out there somewhere.
We've checked at his girlfriend's, we've been to every motel in town, we even talked to his business partner at the panel beat. There's no baby anywhere.
So much for your mate's assurances.
Well, Doug wouldn't hurt his kid.
Oh, it'd be a good way of getting at his wife.
Well, he was trying to protect her.
Then where is she?
Well, hopefully we're about to find out. He's saying he won't give Greta back because she can't look after her.
Look, just give me a break, please.
What the?
Yes, I know.
The windows were up, the doors were locked. She was on her own. I waited 10 minutes, and then I broke into the car.
Hey, wait a minute. You told us that you were putting money in the meter.
She wasn't there.
Yeah, I think you should tell us where you really were.
I just got delayed at the bank.
You left her alone in the car while you were at the bank.
No. I left Leah to look after Greta, but she got bored and decided to go off and play on the swings over the road.
Leah Olympic. Can't leave her look after Greta.
I know. I was just going to be a minute. When I got back to the car and found it empty, I just about died.
Well, it would have been a lot easier if you had told us this from the start.
Look, I have never done this before, ever. And I knew that you would be so angry if you found out. I'm sorry. I'm really sorry. This has all been my fault.
Where's Greta?
At my mother.
It's mission accomplished.
Oh, there's my girl. Mummy missed you so much.
Leaving a baby in a locked car is an offence.
Look, I will never do that again, I swear.
You better not. Next time they put you into jail.
Well, you're lucky we don't throw you in jail. How come you're so good at breaking into cars?
What's his job? In the last 2 weeks, 5 idiots have locked their keys in the car. It takes about 60 seconds to break in. So anytime you need his help, he's happy to oblige.
Oh, very funny. First comedian I ever met who did it with his fingers.
So, that sign that Doug made about Jonesy?
Oh, this one?
Yeah.
That means, thumbnail.
Excellent.
Boss, Senior Detective Henderson's got something to tell you.
You're off the case.
He's a person of interest.
I decide who the persons of interest are.
We've got a serial killer out there and not a clue who it is.
Well, you might not have a clue.
Bill Lapscott isn't the guy.
So you keep telling me.
You're just going to work this case single-handed.
I've done what I should have done in the first place. I'm getting a homicide crew from Melbourne. If you could work to instructions, it might be different. But you're wasting your time pursuing a vendetta against me while the real murderer's out there preparing to kill again. My team will be here first thing in the morning.
You're going to let him get away with this?
Get away with what? It is his investigation.
He is trying to scuttle our investigation into him.
You both agreed that he's a suspect.
Well, I'm not.
Amy, you're hardly in a position this
Don't go there.
Don't go where? What's this about?
PJ thinks that I can't be objective about the case because I once had a personal relationship with Garth.
Is this relevant?
No, not at all.
So far, we've got 4 bodies. This homicide crew could hardly do worse than you lot. Anything else?
Where do you get off bringing up my private life with the boss?
Your private life is all over this case.
I have been totally professional.
You had a fling with one suspect, now you're dating another one?
Well, that hasn't affected my judgment.
Come on, Amy, you're not thinking straight.
I am the only person in this investigation who is. There is not one shred of irrefutable evidence against Bill Lapscott or Garth Henderson.
Then why did Garth just get it chucked off the case?
Well, what do you reckon?
Because we're getting too close.
No, you're wrong. Look, this case would be a nightmare for Garth. He's got this history which he's managed to hide all this time, and now we're rubbing his nose in it. No wonder he wants us off the case. And all this time looking at the wrong suspects is keeping us away from the right one. If Garth takes over this investigation, they may never get there.
So if you're right, we've only got till morning to come up with a breakthrough. Hashem. Yeah, g'day, mate. I just need to take this.
Yeah, I'm just going to grab a coffee.
Yeah, thanks for getting back. Listen, what do you know about a bloke called Garth Henderson?
Joss?
What?
Where are they? The chocolates, there's none in there and there's no money.
Don't look at me.
Well, who else am I supposed to look at? We haven't had a crook through here all day.
Apart from the ones we work with.
Well, that's why I'm asking you.
Oh, charming.
Joss, those chocolates are for a really good cause. If you've taken them, now's the time to say something.
Kelly, I haven't touched a ship of chocolates, all right? Chocolate's a girl thing anyway. We like beer and stuff.
Oh, don't give me that.
You know what? The boss was eating one before.
The boss?
Then check it out.
Joss, you can't go in there.
Excuse me, if you're going to accuse me, I'm going to prove my innocence, aren't I? Take a look out.
That's probably good for developing upper body strength, but it'll probably kill you.
Oh, I'm starting to fade, Mark. Just when it's getting interesting.
Yes, well, without wanting to nag, what you need
I should take
is
a power nap.
nap. That's right, 30 minutes. 15 minutes will do it.
What? Are you crazy? What are you doing with that?
What I found. Hey?
We've got to front him.
What do you mean, we? You, not me.
We don't have a choice. There's a principal here.
If you're tired of living, be my guest. That's my draw. It is.
Boss, it's just that these chocolates are they're to raise money for Freya Jacobs Pony Club.
Yes.
And we couldn't help. We just
Are you
sort
accusing me of something?
No. It was just that there was no money in the jar, and
You thought I stole the Pony Club's money?
no, not stole exactly.
Sergeant,
no.
would you like to tell her?
Joss bought the entire contents of the box and paid me directly.
And he shared them around.
Huh.
Very generous of him, wouldn't you say?
Was indeed.
Next time, check with your colleagues before you go around making ridiculous allegations.
War, Peroni. This means war.
Sorry, I just... I'm fine, I just had a bad dream. Serves me right for dozing off.
Yeah.
I just... I'm in this canoe and it capsized and I'm just drowning. It's just a dream I've been having a lot lately. Don't know what it means.
You may be right about Garth.
Huh?
I made some inquiries with a mate of mine of homicide, and he gave him a good rap.
Oh, yeah? What did he say?
He said he was a control freak, not a psychopath.
Well, that's what the Yorkshire Ripper's neighbours thought about him.
You're not changing your mind.
No.
You don't sound so sure.
Well, you get to a point where you're just not sure about anything anymore. Look, we have got to do a complete review of everything. We've got to go through every single shred of evidence, every alibi. Somewhere there must be something that we've missed.
Well, I got no plans for this evening.
Good. Split ya.
Food first, I'll get some takeaway.
PJ, come morning. We're going to be locked out of the case. We haven't got time to waste.
We need to keep our blood sugar levels up. Pork, chicken, fish. Major food groups.
You've won me.
What do you want?
No, it's all right. I'll go. I could do with some fresh air.
Beef and black bean sauce, chicken and cashews and rice.
Thanks, Chris. How much do we owe you?
Are you working back late to catch this maniac? Well, it's on the house. Consider it my contribution. I just want to feel safe again.
Thanks, Chris. We all do.
Amy.
Look, I'm really in a hurry.
About earlier, okay? I just want you to know it's nothing personal.
Bullshit, Garth. It's totally personal.
Hey. Heading back to crack the case before my team get here, huh?
You know me. No lie.
Well, that was me.
Look, I really don't think there's anything else to say.
I haven't played this well.
It's not a game, Garth.
I know. Bad choice of words.
You are a liar, a coward, and you can go to hell.
Previously on Blue Healers.
It's exactly the same feeling I used to have with my uncle. It's just that feeling of helplessness.
Do you think the stick was inserted before or after she died?
It's not a stick this time, it's a crucifix.
Survivors of sexual abuse can be like a beacon to each other, a code only they recognise.
I have dinner with someone and all of a sudden you think I'm going to spill my guts about the case?
Have you even checked where he was on the nights of the murders?
Yes, I have. He's not alibied.
Exactly. Body's been laid out.
Cross?
All except one thing.
It's a male.
Will you give me one shred of evidence against Bill
Priest,
Lapscott?
religion, sex, crucifix at every crime scene.
That dinner that we were supposed to have, I can't do that.
You don't trust me?
Mount Thomas 202.
202 receiving. Is everything okay?
Behind clinic. Need assistance. Attempted murder.
What is it? Who's hurt?
The victim was Nari Douglas.
Nari.
All units to the crime scene immediately.
Travelling 470.
So where's Bill?
Was her body positioned like the others?
She wasn't a body when I found her.
Did you notice anything particular about her before you moved her?
Not really. The crucifix on the ground beside her, other than that. Her blood was still pumping. When I got to the alley, she was down. Just gurgling. I thought I saw a male.
Did you get a look at him?
I stayed with her. Thought I might have been able to save her. Blood. Just kept coming.
The killer be sprayed with blood to be covered in it.
I just want to get under a shower. Just wash all this off.
Yeah, look, the first thing is to get someone to take you to the hospital. You can have a shower as soon as you get your bloods done.
Yeah, I know the drill.
Hey! Found it in the bushes over there. It's a brick. With blood on it.
She's here with that?
Looks like it.
Any sign of the knife?
Not yet. There's nothing here either.
Keep looking.
Paige. Reckon that's a match?
Lapscott's backyard.
Oh, I hope you haven't been waiting long. I was in the shower.
We'd like to come in if you don't mind.
Something happened. I'll just put some clothes
No,
on.
I prefer to stay here, thanks.
What's going on?
There's been another murder. Bill, it's Nari Douglas.
Nari?
You didn't hear anything in the last 15 minutes?
I was taking a shower.
You take a shower at your office this time of night, do you?
If I've been writing and I'm tired, I do, yes. Why would I have heard anything?
Well, it was nearby.
In the back alley.
Would she have been coming to see you?
This time of night, no.
You weren't expecting it?
No.
I'd like to see your bathroom, please.